Everyone, thank you for joining. Kev, what's up?
Yo, what's happening, Rexer?
We are about to talk about CES bonus coverage. I got a lot of footage. I have some rumors to share with you guys about a few products, and I have additional information on the My Arcade game. What is it? Game Station Plus. I
Game
already forgot the
station.
name of it.
Yeah.
Just some stuff that came up during. Okay, and I had to do this. You want me to do it now, buddy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. And I promised my kid this. I got to read this. Hold on. He's going to give it to me. This is very important to everyone. This is a public announcement.
All right, let's go.
All right. My son gave me a really expensive Pokemon card. I call it Pokemon. It costs about $250.
Whoa. Whoa.
It is a here, let me put it on full screen, buddy. You want to be full
Yeah,
screen?
let's see it.
So we can see this card. It is a Rainbow 2017, a Charizard GX,
Whoa.
if you can believe that. And then he also gave me this Pokemon card. It is a golden card. You guys see that? Want me to put it closer? Look at that, baby. Right? And we'll give him a close-up of this one more time, bud. All right. See that? We are now a Pokemon channel.
Nice.
Put it on the thumbnail.
You should stream when I play Fortnite because that would be.
You're not supposed to be playing Fortnite.
Well, I do all the time.
You didn't hear him. I know,
won't
with your
fall-
brother. His brother lets him do it. So, all right, but high five on those awesome cards.
Wait, is he
All right.
giving them away to the chat tonight? Is that what he
No,
said?
there's no he's not donating those.
Donate them.
Those are more valuable than one-ups, though.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
giving away a free one-up. All right.
$250.
Oh, there you go. Look how expensive
All right.
they are.
Good job, buddy.
All right. Thanks, bud. All right, I'm going to finish my stream now, okay? I read all of it. Boy, this is a
Whew.
good score
Bar
on that
burner.
Jaws tourney. We're doing a Stern tourney. Okay, we have one thing to reveal right away. I want to go over some mishaps from last stream really quick. You can stay and watch, but it's kind of boring. I got to show this really quick. 3DO, or 36D, we apologize. We missed your super chat, and we did not miss this on purpose, although it would seem we did, right, Kev? But
Sorry, 360.
we did not.
We apologize.
And the chat that he was referring to was, I believe, this one, which we will answer. How's y'all fighting game tournaments going with at games and IA Arcade? Well, I had this ready. I think that was your question. Your other question was name a better fighting game arcade than the one-ups. I think was like that. That's what you were hinting towards. So the at games is better than a fighting game. You got more space, you got more room, you got better controllers, you got all the games you want. Throw a PC in it, and Fightcade tournaments are even better. But go ahead, Kev.
I think what he's saying there is we don't have tournaments on the at games and the iArcade. I think that's what he's throwing shade at, to say that, oh, arcade one-up, you can do tournaments, but you really can't. I mean, the connections aren't perfect, but I think that's what he's saying there. We can't do that with the at games, but
Hawaiian Hamas's pack openings. He's talking about Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
That would grow my channel. That's what we need.
3,000 subs coming up.
Oh, and Paul, I got Stern information. That's part of it. I got footage from there. We got footage. We got CES bonus footage coming. Just give me a second. This isn't going to be too much one-up talk until probably the very end. What's up? Alan's Ageless Arcades. So only a little bit one up top. I got a lot of other stuff. Let's do something different for once.
Yeah,
Are we tired? Are you guys tired of one up? I mean,
they know where to go to get one up.
Yeah,
go somewhere else.
You know where to get your one up content. Yeah. We will talk briefly about it. Anyway, the other thing about this, this is apparently they did a couple fighting tournaments this weekend, and they didn't go so well. They had serious issues on one of them with the connection, and the other one went okay. But Kev, did you hear that?
Yeah, I tried the peek in and watch, and I think one definitely went better than the other. I think there were two Killer Instinct tournaments. I know Steps was involved, so I was trying to watch for Steps. I didn't watch the Moat one, but I think the Moat one wasn't going over well. So, it's all hit or miss. All these online services are hit or miss. You can't say one's better than the other right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll say that Fightcade.
Well, Fightcade. I'm talking about of the home
Well,
arcades.
yeah.
Yeah, Fightcade
So
is yeah.
So they did 2 tourneys this week, and they're batting 50. 500. They're 50%. So
Yeah.
yeah, we see. I noticed.
It's got his hat to the back.
that's not good enough. Fightcade is 99%. You're going to run a tournament.
Yeah.
You're going to get through it. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Some other comments I want to read to just kind of go over something. People can leave comments, but I want you guys to read this comment. I don't know, maybe Mario. And you can see, yeah. Let me zoom in on this so you guys can read this. This is a good comment. Okay, this is a comment that if you're an Arcade 1-Up fan and you love arcade and you love them, you can politely say, I disagree with you. I love them and they're great.
Yeah.
All right, Packers scored. I'm not rooting for the Lions today. But Kev, if you make fun of Donkey Kong, you could say your Donkey Kong sucks. You suck at Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go bananas on you, and be like, you suck, f you, I mean, calm down, guys. It's
You're not gonna make a video on me.
I'm not gonna make a video on you because you talk bad about a company or start trolling or whatever. It's like, holy smokes. Talk bad about Donkey Kong. Talk bad about Mario Kart. Say Jurassic Park pinball sucks. I really don't care. I'm not going to be mad.
No.
So anyway, I don't know what video Cuddles is talking about. I saw a couple of his videos, but anyway, you can leave comments on my channel about 1-Up is what I'm saying. Boy, we got them ones. Yeah.
That's literally the comment I got from 2 people. They said they're gonna find me and they're gonna hurt me.
It's terrible.
It's like, whatever, guys, whatever. It's like, come on.
All right. One more comment. I'll get the comments out of the way because this is funny, actually. Do you remember a guy by the name of Tampa Tech? Do you guys in the chat remember Tampa Tech?
Of course.
Right? Didn't he disappear from everything?
He makes videos about fixing vacuums now and stuff like that. He does make videos still.
Yeah. But they tried to bring him into the 1-Up community and the 1-Up, the At Games community. Remember they tried to bring him in?
Yeah. He did a lot of At Games videos.
He did a lot of At Games. They talked about 1-Up. He was like a proponent of all this stuff. They kept trying to drag him into the 1-Up world, but he never really did it. He wouldn't come and he wouldn't shill 1-Up. But did they want him, and they loved this guy. This guy was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah. Well, here's a comment that he posted, and I believe this is on Carrie Hardy's Blitz video, maybe. I can't remember. And remember, that was hilarious. His Carrie Hardy was like, these things are terrible. I modded it. It's like an outsider looking at it. But Tampa Tech literally bashes on this 1-Up. He says it's good for kids under 13. Legends Ultimate is about the same price, but way better quality, 20-inch. He goes on to give reasons why the At Games is better. Now, he isn't really shilling for At Games anymore, so it doesn't matter,
Wait, according to P-Dubs, he is still a sponsored channel. So
okay, cool. I haven't seen him do one At Games thing since 2 years?
I think he recently did a micro pinball video, but you're right. He kind of slowed down with those videos. I used to watch all his stuff. Yeah. I mean, but anyway, it's just funny to see one of their own, right? Go, these aren't so good. Maybe they're not as good as we thought. So I just thought that was funny. Okay, moving on. We're going to start showing some footage from CES, right, Kev? I don't think I had anything else. No.
I think that was it. All right. You want to say hi again? You're not getting bored yet? I'm waiting for him to get bored and then say, this is boring, Dad. I'm out of here. He usually doesn't stay too long.
I know. He's hanging out tonight.
Yeah. So, okay, let's do some bonus CES footage coverage. We're going to do, hey, don't yell because they can hear everything you're doing. He doesn't know, everybody can hear exactly what he's doing. Okay. So I took some footage of some stuff for those of you that don't go to CES. I thought maybe, okay, you could get a sense of what CES is all about. And kind of some different stuff, guys. We will talk gaming in the end. I got some good stuff gaming. Okay. Yeah, that's what he wants to do, Paul.
Yeah.
But this is kind of just a feel for what CES is for those of the people. It's crazy. It's in huge halls. It's all over the place. When I first walked in, boy, is that too loud, Kev, or is that okay?
No, it's fine.
Okay. You see stuff like this. I think this is LG, but it looked amazing. Like, it looked, if you've ever been to like the MGM where they got, Mirage or wherever where they got, or Mandalay Bay where they got like the thing, the tube over you, and you got all the fish.
Yep.
It kind of looked like that when those animals were swimming,
Wow.
It's just video.
Wow.
So, anyway, moving on. World's first wireless OLED TV.
What?
Okay, pause it there. So I don't know about what this. He said it was the first world's wireless OLED that does 120 hertz, something like that. So take that for a grain of salt. But you think wireless and it's running 4K 120 was what
wireless
he was
4K
saying.
at 120.
Yes,
what?
But it all stems from this box here. Okay. So that is how, like, the box you see in the thing is projecting or somehow, it's not projecting. It's connected to the TV remotely, but there's no wires besides power into the TV. And this thing can handle your PlayStation, you can plug all your devices into this box. Yeah, wireless. So, but is it wireless? I guess this thing hooks up wirelessly to your modem. So I'll play it for a little bit more here. I want to pause this one. Hold on.
Whoa,
okay. Wait, I want to pause this one. Yeah, this is interesting. Let me go back. I don't want to go back that far.
So is this Mario?
All right. This TV, BOE monitors. Let me play it a little bit. I get back to where we were here. I'll play through it again. Whoa, not right there. There, let me play it. This TV that you're about to see is crazy. It bends with your remote control. It curves to your remote control. It's like a gaming monitor, but bending. So hold on, Kev. It'll show up in a second. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take a look.
Here we go. Go ahead. Do that again.
What? It's actually bending.
Watch it. Yeah, with the remote.
What?
The screen just curved.
Wow.
Now it's going back to flat.
How big? That's insane.
It's pretty insane. I was like, what is happening there? And it's called the OLED Flex.
Flex.
Yeah. And
I've never seen that before.
I don't know if it was LG or what. Whoa, okay, here's some gaming equipment. You guys want to watch this one? Enhance.
What is this?
That's a laptop fan. That's just equipment and then a remote for these players. Okay, this one is cloud gaming. I don't know if you're familiar. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oops.
There's.
Let me see. All right. GameStop closes at 8, everyone. I don't know if you heard that.
Get your Pokemon. They're going to close.
If we can make it, we'll go. But I don't think. Go see what time it is. Go see. If they're still open, I pinky promise. Now say. Go say
it's
bye,
7:30.
everyone.
How are you going to make it?
We're going to try.
You're going to make it, Wink.
Okay. He said, see you next stream.
Yeah,
Man, that's the longest airtime Chase has ever gotten.
He's getting the bug. He wants it.
Yeah.
He wants to stream.
Yeah. So this right here, okay, I guess this is a new Logitech device for, Microsoft, Xbox. I don't know, but this booth was all about streaming. It was all about iCloud streaming your games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're familiar with this stuff, Kev. I'm not a modern gamer. I don't understand it.
Yeah, you can cloud stream almost everywhere now, but they're making devices that are basically just cloud streaming, but the Steam Deck can do it too.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't anything revolutionary. In fact, some of these cloud streamings, they're just not worth it. Like, they're getting a lot of bad reviews. There's one that just came out that's like literally just Game Pass.
Yeah. And that's kind of, I guess this is so many dollars a month and you get all these things. And I asked about latency and how bad is it and all this stuff.
They're going to give you jargon and all that stuff.
That's funny. Did I put Brooklyn Menace?
8-bit.
This
by
one
all
I
these
showed this
screens.
last year. I
Oh
showed this last
yeah.
year.
Are they still around? I remember this.
Yeah, they came back. The VRLCO. You put the helmet. You put the thing from the top of your head down.
Now that's entertainment arcade use, right? That's not home use. They don't want you to buy that for your house.
Here was Carl says. Oh, $20
Wait, what's-
Amazon, no latency. $20. Here's some electric bikes, guys. Everything was electric. You know, this, electric, that. You know, electric scooters, I say, and bikes.
Yeah.
That one
Red
looks
Bull?
like a beast. Yeah, Red Bull. Look at that thing. It looks like
Wow,
you
look
could
at
go
those
100 miles
tires.
an hour. I know.
Something out of Mad Max. Chase them.
Crazy.
Now, is most of this stuff production models, or are we just
they're-
seeing future?
Some of these are production and some are prototype future.
Yeah.
So that one that you're seeing there is available. Apparently, it's the same manufacturer, which is Electric Mobility, but they just put like somebody else's brand on it. Like,
Got it.
Nike. Oh,
Yeah.
whatever. This is a Ford Mustang
Damn.
Mach EX.
I assume it's electric, right?
Yeah, they all electric. Okay, so
Yeah.
apparently BlackBerry bought this QNX. I really don't know much about it, but QNX is the OS that runs in these, autonomous vehicles. So, if you want to know about it, it doesn't, it's not really important. But they were just showing off. But that was a Mustang. That it doesn't look like a Mustang, but
No.
apparently it's a Mustang. So
Most in-demand
Man,
EVs.
EVs.
Where have you seen it? What
I
do you
don't
mean
know. I haven't even,
in-demand?
anybody in the chat, have you seen this? Oh, Bo says Mach E is awesome.
Oh,
This is
so
just
he-
more
He knows.
bikes.
Now that looks ugly compared to the one you showed earlier, the scooter.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like a bike, but this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is a bike, but it looks. Okay, that
So
one on top
rainwater.
looks decent.
Rainwater. Let me pause it here. So, rainwater.
He wants to
You
go
know,
back.
you go to CES and you see this technology and all this stuff and what they're doing for how much money and how
Yeah.
they're making everything cheaper, and then and then you're talking like, and we have washed out monitors in arcades.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, look at all this stuff they're doing with
Yeah.
today's tech, and this is the cheap ass stuff that we're putting in these arcades. So, let's get back to this. This for all my I guess you'd say construction workers. I don't know if anybody's out there. That thing's pretty huge.
That looks practical.
You have to take stairs up to go
Yeah.
like be in it. I mean, that's insane.
Come on.
Electric super bike. This is pretty cool. This looks like a Batmobile.
Wow. Let me see. Is it?
He's not happy about the electric SUV name.
Whoa! Look at that thing.
All
That
electric, Kev.
Looks, what?
Yeah, and take a guess how much. If you would think you see that, that's got how much? I don't know
12?
anything about bikes.
12,000?
No, 30,000.
What for that?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
it's
get
all
like,
electric. I get it. That
yeah, but
one.
what- bikers
This
don't
one's
want
even
electric.
beefier. I get it, but if they go just as fast as the real ones,
Whoa! Look at this thing.
this is a concept autonomous vehicle. Sorry, guys, we're just blowing through it, kind of just letting you guys see a glimpse of some of the stuff I captured.
What is that? A Pugo?
A scooter conversion, Cyber. 150 cc's. Yeah, Peugeot or Peugeot. How do you say it? Peugeot?
Yeah, I don't know. I would say Pugo.
I don't understand that. Wait till you see inside the car. I don't
Okay.
really see like the point of this.
Oh, this will never come out. This is just
right,
you know.
right. But it's like, well, I don't know. Something you see in a movie, really.
Yeah,
is
Total
when
Recall in the
thank
taxi.
you, Cuddles. We got more stuff coming, a little bit more. We're gonna go over Stern and then talk a little about my arcade. And
Wait,
a
how do you
little bit
even
of one-up.
sit in that thing? Look at it. It looks like metal metal seats.
That's
Look
what
at
I
it.
said. How comfortable could
This-
that thing be?
Where's
you
the
know?
brake pedal?
It's like, what the heck? I don't know. I didn't ask if it talked to us, Hollywood. I didn't ask. Oh, this is a duplicate.
more of the
I don't
VR?
know.
Nice.
Sorry. Skip through that. I don't know how much stuff I duplicated. Oh, that's
All says we're saying it
duplicated.
wrong. It's
Sorry.
called
Partnership.
Pujo.
Oh, okay. Here's some Peugeot. Thank you.
No, he's saying Pujo.
Okay, hold on. Come on, get through this. Hold on. I know this is duplicate crap, but okay. This one is hand. It's called gesture control TV. Okay, so just
God.
watch what he's doing. He's controlling the TV with his hands. All right, so we're with Samba here.
Do we really want
They're
this?
a partnership with TCL.
this
TCL
is
partnership.
Well, what is it? A hands-free
Yeah,
or
this is
remote-free?
showing off gesture control to be able to interface with your display, and also what we call smart screen, which is the ability to recognize the actors and actresses that are on screen.
Okay.
And so the combination of the two gives a pretty cool experience. I think the future of interactivity will look something like this.
So this is like gesture control and remote.
I'm not sure I like it, Kev.
No.
Control?
No. And I'll
It's
tell
too
you,
much work.
I'll
Like
tell
the
you why,
controller is
yeah.
easier.
There's plenty of reasons why you wouldn't want this.
So you
Look,
can see
look
what
at him. He's
he's doing.
doing signals for like FBI
Yeah.
breaching a house.
I mean, does anybody in the chat want
So you
to
put
do
your
this?
hand up to pause and to play.
Yep.
I mean, the only good thing I can see is when you lose your remote.
How
You're like,
far-
I can't
mean,
find that.
Yeah,
stupid
you're in
remote.
the
yeah,
exact
yeah.
position. If I'm sitting in my
And now they have
couch,
the beeper.
You know how?
We have many different
Yeah.
versions. I don't want to get
So did you hear what I said to him?
No, what'd you
He's way
say?
far away now.
Wait.
I said, what if I'm sitting on my couch? You know, it's
Yeah,
different,
that's-
like far away. So
Exactly.
he addresses it. He's like, well, look, I can go back here.
That's working pretty well.
He's
Yeah, but he's
directing
only
it.
showing you inside of the show. What
he's
if you
doing
want to
it
go
way
watch
far
Red
away.
Zone and then go back?
There's
to
a
watch...
way to go home. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's-
like he's going
Pretty
home.
neat.
Like I think that was home.
But what is this interface? It's not
Is
Roku,
this
is
available
it?
to the public?
Oh no, man, it's TCL.
yet.
They're
When?
partnered with TCL.
We've got, so this is the newest version. It's prototype stage. This is currently available in the China market. So this is a little bit older version of gesture control, and this is the same version running here, which shows it using a gaming application, which has been a fan favorite. People like to be using that.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yep.
I don't know.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I remember when Xbox Connect was supposed to be all hands-free and it was just complete trash.
Yeah.
Like if I'm sitting on the couch and my wife walks by or does something, how does it know not to do anything? I mean, I don't. And how do you go with the volume? I saw him play with the screen, but how do you get the volume up? You
It's
just-
like learning sign language. You'd be better
Yeah.
off learning sign language.
But I
you
just
know?
hit the up button on my remote.
It'd be more useful, you know.
You know, some
But
of these you
Teddy,
can say,
thank you, Teddy. We're going to talk a little bit about My Arcade at the end, okay?
but Rexer, you can say volume up on some of these. You don't have to like use your hands. I mean, most people just want volume up, volume down, and use the remote to go watch Red Zone. It's
Right.
not that complicated. I don't
So
know.
why would I want to use my hands if I could do something
Yeah,
like Alexa,
exactly.
like Alexa home
Yeah.
screen, you know, or TV
Yeah.
home screen, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't they remember? I mean, we're lazy.
Long
People are
time ago.
lazy.
A long time ago, I forget who said it. I think it was one of the guys working on Ninja Gaiden, one of the remakes, and he made this point, Rexer. He said, if you have to put more input into getting what you used to get out for lesser resources, the additional input isn't worth it.
Right.
So what he's saying is like he was talking about Wii and Xbox Connect, and he's saying if you have to put all this additional gestures in to do what you could do with a button press, it's not worth it. And just watching him go, he was like, hold.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
This is a
And
funny comment.
Not for
but-
anything. If you put on Amazon, they have this technology where they will spotlight the actors in the scene if you need to know who it is. So
Yeah.
you know, he's not really doing much, but I don't know.
Let's see voice control has come a long way, so it should be capable, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it should. All right,
yeah.
let's look at some other stuff here.
All right, let's roll.
These are just monitors.
Wow, that's a
wide
like
screen.
a letterbox curved monitor. Look at that. They wouldn't fit on half the desks in America.
I know.
Look at that thing.
I believe this is all TCL, if I remember correctly.
Rexer, most applications won't support that widescreen.
Yeah, exactly. They
I
can't
mean,
handle the
no.
aspect.
What is he doing?
Some gamers, a lot of
Were
gaming
people
there.
actually
All
sitting
right,
there trying the game?
we're in the Sony booth now.
Oh, let's go.
Just
These
I
are
just went around here, grabbed some
hold
footage
on,
of some stuff. You
hold
know.
on. What do you got here? There
I
it
don't know.
is.
You tell me.
There
you
it
tell
is.
me. Do I have to pause it? What are we looking
Yeah,
at here
so-
besides some sort of VR stuff? I don't know.
So you were looking at the highly anticipated PSVR 2 coming out in about 6 weeks, and you're looking at the controllers on the right there, and the unit is in the center. And these are supposed to be the most dynamic haptic feedback controllers, much better than the garbage they came out with in 2016, 2015, I believe it was. And I don't know if you probably didn't get a chance to hold them, but Brooklyn and I are going to go nuts for this, Rex. We're going to probably turn my channel into a VR channel.
Wow.
This,
I can't do VR.
I know.
It gets me dizzy. It's just
you told me.
It's too rough. I tried it.
I was going to tell you to jump in and try this, but the lines were so long, I heard, to get in there. So, and I know you were sick, so I didn't want to bother you with it.
I'll tell you another thing. They had a training, driver's training vehicle. So I just jumped in it to try because nobody was on it.
Yeah.
And you sit and it's like wide screens. You sit down. It's like a racing game. And when I pressed the brake, I got so sick because the way I stopped was not even close to the way I feel when I stop a car.
Your head didn't know what to do with it.
It didn't know what to do. And it wasn't, the pedal was like mush, you know? And I got so sick and I looked at the guy and I almost fell out of the seat. And I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, it was like I was seasick and I just, I got up, I got my bearings back. So.
I have a steering wheel and I played in PSVR 1, and the minute you feel motion sickness, if you don't stop, you are going to feel it for 3 days after. It's a real thing. So if you didn't stop at that moment, you'd be dizzy for days, and it really does knock you out. So the driving is the hardest thing to do in VR, but there's supposed to be haptic feedback in the headset on PSVR 2 that's supposed to negate some of this sickness that people feel. It's supposed to trick your brain into actually thinking you're driving, but I don't think it's going to work. My wife can't handle it.
Look at Cyber. I can play VR for hours.
Yeah, there are people that have VR channels, Rexer, and they will sit in it for 24 hours and play VR. I don't know how they do it because I do get sick, and I have hundreds of games for PSVR, but. But you gotta stop.
I mean 3D I can kind of handle, but not VR. I was sick for 2 days.
No, he's right. So wait a minute, Rex. No, I'm going to tell you a story. The first time I played PSVR and the first time I experienced sickness, I kept going. I'm like, I want to play. When I took the helmet off, I had to lay down, and you feel like you have a headache and the room is going, and you feel like that for days. And there's a couple of things that you could do. Like if you put a fan on you while you play, it'll cool you down. So that's one of the things that people do. But all these things that you have to do to play VR, it's not universal yet. That's the issue. And we're hoping that this next iteration, there's also 60 frames a second that helps your body figure it out. People wear sickness bands when they play. It's insane what people go through just to play PSVR. So and it does make you sweat.
You sweat? I don't know if Gamer's saying it makes him sweat.
No, it makes me sweat.
People sweat.
Yeah, so I put a Vornado fan on a stand that blows directly on me when I play. It's pretty wild. You have to keep in mind that this is 6-year-old technology now for the PSVR 1. So hopefully PSVR 2.
Don't you think if kids started early, they'd be like, yeah, this is nothing. I'm used to it. What's going on with that?
There's a warning on this that says kids 12 and under shouldn't be playing.
I didn't even know that. Thank God my kids don't have it.
They don't want you to play it if you're younger because of what you said. They're not mentally, their brain isn't functioned yet to do this.
I can barely watch Fortnite when my kid plays. I'm like, it's just jumping all around. I can do it, but I'm like, this just does not feel good.
And people say that
pill.
And people say that the longer you play, you'll get used to it. No, it's not necessarily true. You can play VR for 4 years, and there are some games like those driving games, like you sat in. I can't play them for more than an hour, half an hour. I have to get out. Yeah, that's the rule. Oh well, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you got the unit.
Hold on. Do I need to pause it?
Yeah, look at the
What are we
that's
looking
interesting.
at?
So on the left there, that looks like a PSVR 2 themed PS5, because the PS5 right now comes in a white, bright clam case. This looks like a dark gray. So I wonder if you can.
Kind of white. It was white.
Oh, but it looks grayer than the one that I have. So I wonder if you
can
get a
theme. The lighting was horrible.
Okay.
I went back way too far.
You could be right. You could be right. They're all white then. It's probably all white.
See if
I was
we
just
can go
wondering.
through here again. Yeah.
Now,
but
was there in this booth like a demo booth in back of you?
yeah, you'll see. We're getting there,
Oh,
Kev.
okay,
Relax.
sorry, I
You
don't
get all
wanna spoil
excited
it.
about this
Yeah,
crappy
dude,
modern
let's-
stuff.
No, let's go.
Thank God you're on the show. If I was doing this by myself, I'd be like,
It'd be
"Nah,
gone. You'd be
Ma,
like, see ya.
This sucks. VR, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so they redid the dual shocks actually. They put some more
Okay.
triggers in
Maybe
there. It's
you-
nothing crazy.
You like
Well,
that
look
cool
at that.
one?
We got a
That's
gray
cool one.
camo.
Camo.
Anybody
It was
want a
kind of
gray-
gray. It does not much green in it. It was
Not
all
much
pretty
green,
much gray.
all
yeah.
gray. That's funny.
All right, let's keep
right,
going.
let's
You guys
roll.
want to keep going here?
Yeah, I'm
Did I
excited.
go
I'm
full screen
excited.
or something? What happened here? I went full screen.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, we're on the side, I think.
Oh, it didn't.
Wait,
okay.
no, I don't know where. Wait, are we on?
Sorry.
Yeah, it says we're on screen.
I did something on mine. I can't even get this thing started again. What the heck happened? There we go. That's the wrong one though. All right, we good now? All right.
Yeah,
Good
let's
on
roll.
my end, guys. Here we go. See what we got here next.
Yeah, get the PS5 for the hunter in your life. Like, who would want a camo version of PS5?
Yeah.
Okay, so what this is Horizon Call of the Mountain coming with the first day for PSVR. So what you're seeing there, Rexer, is VR. Someone playing that.
Yeah, right behind.
And-
You'll see me get the guy behind.
Oh, okay, cool. And so this is a downloadable title. Comes in the bundle if you pre-ordered it with the bundle. Look at that, Rexer. Look how good they've come with these games. Like, this isn't garbage.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
So he said, okay, let me say this. I was hoping to get this guy to talk, but he wouldn't
Yeah.
do it on camera because he said he wasn't trained.
Okay.
He wasn't trained, but he did say off camera that what we're seeing on this 4K monitor,
Yeah.
in terms of resolution, quality, and image,
Yeah.
it's not as good as what he's even seeing in the headset. You know, even as great as it looked, that my camera doesn't do it justice, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know.
So that PSVR headset is like 4 times the quality, I believe, of the first one. It's a OLED display. I'm trying to get the exact specs up. It's insane what's in there. The tech that's in there. I know people are complaining about the price.
How much does Brooklyn play of VR?
He's a VR guy. I think him and I are going to start our own side hustle. Brooklyn's PSVR shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays on Quest. I have a Quest as well.
Okay.
But look at this. See,
Yeah, I can't explain. He was talking about more quality. Then I just went around, got some more footage. It's GT7.
Well-
We're just playing games in here now.
I was going to say, well, this is a big deal because they just announced at that CES that Gran Turismo 7 is fully immersed in VR. Like, they just made that
okay.
announcement for free, and it's a free upgrade. So that was a big deal. People are actually going crazy that GT7 is in VR, and it was announced at that show.
Yeah, you could get 10 1-ups for the price of some of this stuff, right? All right, let's see what else they're playing here.
So, yeah, this isn't VR. They're just
No,
playing.
it's not
right?
VR.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
playing.
That looks
Stray,
like
I
Stray.
think I've seen like
Yep.
Rhea and She
Yep.
Lion playing this game before.
Stray is a beautiful.
We're back to
cat game.
cars. That was it for
Nice.
Sony.
All right,
Sorry.
cool, nice. Yeah, Sony.
Oh
didn't
well,
bring
wait.
the-
This is Sony. Let's not go too far. This is Sony. Look at how weird this is.
This is a Sony vehicle.
This is Sony. Look at the Spider-Man on the front. There, it like goes on and off. See how it goes off? Then like that image comes back on. I didn't
What?
ask why that image comes back on,
Yeah. What?
but
Let me see.
I don't know. Like, see the Spider-Man? Like, why
Does it
is
br-
that? I don't know. I didn't
It
ask.
says,
And
Spider-Man. No, it's advertising Spider-Man No Way
Yeah,
Home.
yeah.
What is it advertising?
I don't know. This is called the Ophelia.
Honda Mobility.
Honda? Oh, Honda. This is Honda,
Huh.
not Sony. And then these guys are all doing. I don't know what this is. I didn't stop to ask, but it looks like they're all doing VR shopping.
What the?
And like I'm guessing that's it. But I mean, this place was packed earlier. This is like they're closing down, and people are still in there.
You know, it's funny. We've come such a far away from a couple years ago. Everyone's just slathering on these headsets. Nobody's cleaning them. They're just like throwing them on, buying crap. Like 2 years ago, you wouldn't be allowed to even look at a headset unless it was wiped down 6 ways to Sunday.
Yeah.
And now they're just like,
Yeah.
come on in, folks. It's
Exactly.
so funny.
Put on this. Nobody
Yeah, put it
cares.
on. Yeah.
Well, who's ready to get into Stern Pinball,
Oh,
My Arcade, and
All right.
Arcade One Up? I hope you guys enjoyed that. If
that was
you know,
awesome. Yeah,
If you guys enjoyed that footage, you guys know I think for the last 3 years I've done it. Where
yeah.
we talk about some bonus coverage and stuff like that. Get you guys away from some of this other stuff that we're going to talk about, but yeah, VR Cult Assemble. I might change my channel, Kev. Maybe
We'll
we
get
go
you in.
all
Let's
VR.
go.
VR and Pokemon.
Yes.
How
There you go.
popular would we be if we just did VR and Pokemon? I mean,
There's a huge contingent of playing 8-bit classic games in VR, right? Like it's amazing what the
Ooh,
community has done. You can play
I like
Donkey
that.
Kong in VR, no joke.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it's
I like
awesome.
that. All right, thank you. So we got some Stern
All right,
footage. I'm going
so
to talk about Stern, guys. I'm
Paul
going to
wants
talk.
the Stern.
I got some rumors for Stern too, and some pinball rumors, and I'm going to tell you an experience I had at the booth. Okay. And this is going to get interesting in a little bit. I got a couple things to say about the My Arcade booth, and then we could talk a little bit about One Up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to talk about this BA thing. I did not take the Tesla loop. Okay.
Everybody's talking about the Tesla loop.
It's been there though, but I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
take
forever.
it. This lady, I swear to God, I go to this lady. I say, I want to get to the West Hall. Okay. And I'm at the Central Hall. And she's like, well, go down, down this way, down this tunnel, get in the loop. Then they take you.
Yeah.
And I know I've been there so many times. I know that where I was going, I could just walk to the West Hall. So I go to another lady who's in the information booth after I walk all the way up and I'm about to go down the thing.
Yeah.
And I say, should I just walk to the West Hall? Because it was a nice day.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. She's like, don't bother with the Tesla loop. That's not what there's farther distances, but my point is I didn't ride it. So I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh, Todd, man, he killed it on the doctor. And we're going to talk about that because I got a little thing. Don't let me forget. Todd killed it.
Todd
Not
Russell?
at CES.
Oh, okay.
I was at the Pinball Hall of Fame with him, and he crushed it. I mean, it was
Damn.
crazy. Oh, the Tesla loop is like a tube or something that goes underneath the ground to take you to all these convention centers, Paul.
Yeah, it was
so
built,
it's like a shortcut.
Yeah. And hold on, we have Show Me Retro keeping us in the loop. Lines are now on top. Goodbye, Aaron Rodgers.
Is it still now? Is it like 20 to whatever?
16 to 20? I don't know.
Who knows?
It's only a few minutes left.
Yeah. Rodgers ain't coming back. So anyhow, what was I? We went to the loop.
Stern.
I went to
Loop.
Stern.
Yeah.
Let's just show some footage, guys.
Let's do it. I
and
didn't
then
see
I'll
any of
talk.
this.
I'm going to talk to you about the difference. Sorry, it's choppy. This is StreamYard, it's Melon making
What
it
do we
choppy.
got? No, it looks good. Looks fine.
So this is the premium right there, which is you only live twice. That's the pro right there. The Dr. No. And then you couldn't get to see the limited 60th anniversary issue because they had it at a hotel and they had it locked away only for media and a couple other things.
Do you think Carrie got an invitation?
So 2016 Lions and Packers got the ball, it looks like.
Yep.
So here's some gameplay. Do I want to show this now? I'll go back. I might have to go back. I got a story about that, Pat. I got a story about that. Let me see. I want to go back because I want to show you guys the difference between the premium and the pro. It's really critical because if you were going to think about buying this, I have some big issues on whether you should buy the premium or the pro. Okay. And they also had, I think I go to the other side of the booth. I'm just showing the colors. Beautiful colors, actually.
I actually like that side art there compared to...
Now, this is the side art like the 60th anniversary where they're putting
I'm not
the
a
thing.
fan of that.
But the other side is different. I showed the other side earlier.
Okay.
So the two sides are completely different.
Okay.
When you kind of see it, you can be like, see, there's the other side. I didn't hear Jaws was on the docket, Paul.
Whoa, Jurassic Park. I know that one.
Oh, yeah. That was the pro, though. I was going to play Jurassic Park. Okay. All right. Let's pause it here. Well, wait. I wish I could go back like 2 seconds. Probably go back too far. Let's see. So I was going to play Jurassic Park and just get the high score, but I didn't have time. Okay. All right. So here's the difference, guys, of the Pro and the Premium. So if you were ever thinking, not that people are going to want to buy it, but I'm just telling you, if you're ever going to play it or want to buy it, the upper play field is completely different. Okay.
Yeah.
And the big thing is virtual multi-ball on the Pro. Okay. Virtual multi-ball means when you lock a ball, the ball doesn't lock into a spot on the game. Okay. And a lot of pinballs do this, you know, it's not new technology that newer pinballs do this, but it doesn't lock, but it puts a one locked ball into the queue of, you know, 3 that you need to lock. And you can see here in the upper play field on the left, like underneath the USA sign, there's just a building here and there's a loop. But this is the lock, and every time you lock, it just loops back around and goes to the left flipper. Also on the upper right, you're going to see another mech, and it's the him with the jetpack, which is cool, and it's a magnet, but it's not on here. There's also one more thing that's not on this as well, but the VR, the virtual multi-ball, I don't like it. You know, and it kind of looks drab on the Pro, like there's something missing. It's like too open. Okay, so we'll go.
So you're saying the virtual's on the Pro?
On the Pro, the virtual multi-ball is on the Pro. But
and it's
see
not
right
on
there? Okay, let me try and get it. What did I do there again? Okay. You see right there on the left, there's a circular ramp, and it goes up.
Yep.
It locks the balls physically on there.
Okay.
What's Fenshiro saying? I played both. The game is kind of meh overall, but the Pro, okay. See, he's saying the Pro is better than of the two. Now that's, to me, that's impossible because it's missing. I mean, if you didn't take cost into consideration, obviously you have to add. It's like $9,700 for the Premium. It's, you know, $7,800 for the Pro. But this ramp here locks the balls, and then you get real, you know, locked multi-ball. Okay. And then you can see, if you look closely under that light, you can see the guy in the jetpack. That's another, it adds some dimensions to it. Yeah, the lock shot is the center lane. It loops and then it goes in because of the price. Okay. And I'm not going to disagree with that because of the price, Fenshiro. I could see, but to me that this is a big thing, and there's a couple other shots that handle differently as well. So I didn't like that, but let me go on. Then there's one other thing that is pretty cool that's not on the Pro. But you see the guy, the arm there. I'm gonna see if I can get around to it. Hopefully.
So he's on the jetpack on the arm.
Yeah. So he says that he knows the Premium is better, but is it worth the additional $2,000? To me, it is.
Yeah,
okay.
Look at this.
Right here is the third thing. There's an underwater scene.
What?
Where he you can't really. Let me see if I can. And it lights up and. Can't really see too well. Oh God, I screw that up. Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. But there's an underwater scene on the very left, like, and I didn't know how to activate it really, but it does kind of light up a little bit, you know. So not there. Let's keep going. It's right there. This is a different shot, but it was right there. A little further. Don't go too far.
Are these sold out yet, Rexer? These James Bond
I don't
60s?
think they're sold out. I wanted to interview Gary Stern when I was there. I told him when I met him the first day, I'm like, hey, I'm going to interview you tomorrow because I didn't have any of my equipment or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, let's do an interview tomorrow, right? You know? And see that is not there. That's just no glass, no nothing. See how cool that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, and then all these tables were linked. Okay,
there you go.
All these tables were linked, and so after day one when I left, that's when this was my status on the bond. Now the funny thing is, I went back day two, and the guy who beat me was a Stern employee. He put
wow, he got
Stern
mad.
But this is where we get to Todd Russell. We went and played at Hall of Fame, and he had 200 and something million. He crushed my score.
Wow.
So yeah, it was incredible. I was like, holy smokes, man.
Was that his first time playing the table?
It was like his first time playing the table.
Because I played that table and I got my ass handed to me. Wow.
So I mean, this is, the scores, it's not a shabby score, 105, 10, for
Yeah.
a new table that you don't know any of the code,
Yeah, exactly.
we didn't know. Now, obviously Paul learned the code quickly, and he absolutely helped me figure out a huge scoring on the power plant on there, man. Oh, it's a long story if you haven't played the game, but the power plant activates and it gives you 20 million per pop. And he's like, you got to do that.
Why are they?
Oh,
Green
there it is.
Bay. There it is.
Rogers intercepted. 3 minutes left. They better use their timeouts. Get the ball back.
I don't know much about these pinball manufacturers, but why are they making so many James Bond in a short amount of time? I mean, there's not everybody wants like. I don't
know. I don't know all the stories behind.
Yeah, what are they
why
doing?
and when? And I asked them. I said, well, what's on the production line? They said, well, we can't tell you that. I asked them what's coming. They said we can't tell you that, but I do have some hidden stuff to show you guys. Okay. So the interview that I wanted to have with Gary, I couldn't ask him, but I did ask the lady and another guy a question. Okay. Now, one of the guys, when I asked about what's coming, they said, just check out our Instagram. We post pictures on our Instagram and it shows what's running on the line on that day. So you know what's running,
Okay.
The Pro Avengers premiums are about 97. Yeah. That's kind of 7,000, but then you pay delivery, you pay tax,
Yeah.
and then you pay tax on a premium, and it adds up, Then if you don't get a shaker on the premium, some of them don't have shaker motors, and you're like, I got to have a shaker motor. Okay. Let's see. Now, breaking news from the pinball world that I didn't break, but in the conversation of pro versus premium, there are two guys that do a pinball show, and there's a lot of pinball shows. Kerry Hardy, great show. I like Straight Down the Middle, okay, SDTM, okay, and these are the guys I'm going to show you. They did a video maybe 6 months, maybe a year ago, not maybe that long, I don't know, but they compared all the pros, premiums, and LEs, and they suggested which one you should buy.
Wow.
Yeah, they said no, like they would say you can't go wrong with the pro here, so don't worry about the premium. Other ones they'd say, I'm not playing that pro, you got to get the premium. And they go through each one all the way up to, I don't think Godzilla was out at the time, but they did, whatever, Zeppelin, Beatles, Jurassic Park, Avengers. They go through all the Stern games. What's up, Biggie D?
I would always assume the premium is the best, but
but they're balancing the cost. They tell you, obviously they know but they're saying for the average user.
Yeah.
So go find that video if you're ever thinking about, should I get the premium of, Elvira, or should I, whatever, pinball, should I get this, and they go through like Metallica, Guns N' Roses. I think they go through so many.
Wow.
Okay. But these guys leaked some pinball news. And if you're not sub to them, Stringer Films, thank you for the House speaker vote was more exciting than CES. For one up, I just showed some exciting stuff. I mean, the show we just did showing what I just showed was more exciting than the one up booth for sure. Thank you, Stringer, for the $2 super chat. Where was Hawaiian Hama made a comment there? I missed it. But,
wait.
That's okay.
Wait. No.
Who go Hawks? Who? Which Hawks team? All right, let's play this. And we'll see what they have to say. Okay. Should be playing.
Man. You heard it here first. I think they could. The rumor of, and we're just doing rumors here, people. Just doing rumors. We're not even bringing anything new. We're just simply saying what the media industry is saying. They're saying Steve Ritchie on Elton John. What do you think about that as a theme?
I didn't know Elton John was
really
coming.
knocking out of the park. Godfather, Elton John. People love Elton John. I love Elton John music. The rumor.
I love Elton. I can't disagree with them there. He's talking about the Seahawks now, I bet, is what Hamas talking about. If the Lions win, the Seahawks get in. So that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. If the Lions get in, the Hawks are in.
Yeah, so exactly. So, Elton John, what do you guys think? Could be flashy, could be good, could be a lot of stuff. I don't know. I love Elton John music.
You have to assume gaudy piano on the play field, diamond covered, microphones.
It might work.
It might work.
You don't know.
Lights and mirrors.
Yeah. No interest in Elton John. Anybody else? I got more, guys. There's more rumor mills. Okay. Now, I don't know if he mentioned Godfather there. I think he did. They're doing a Godfather, if you guys like the Godfather. And I think he's talking about Jersey Jack. I don't follow pinball closely enough to know whose rumors are what, and I didn't pick up on it. But yeah. There's Stringer. All right, we figured you did, Stringer. I meant one up announcement too. Definitely not Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, I'm like Hawks. I'm like, oh, I had to think about it. Seahawks. Playoffs. They're going to be talking about the playoffs. Okay, so more pinball rumors.
All right.
Now, this is huge. I mean, if this is true, this is huge. I can't even caveat how huge this is.
You're getting excited. I haven't seen you excited like this.
You may find out why.
Let's go.
Let's see what they have to say. Thank you, Stringer, by the way.
Rumors. These are a little looser rumors because I don't have strong confirmation. The rumor is danger on Foo Fighters.
I've heard that.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters! Did he just say Foo Fighters? Let me. What?
Whoa! You're getting excited.
What? The Foo Fighters!
You better get your spot ready.
No, that's Zach on the right. The guy. He shakes his head about Foo Fighters. I might have to unsub from you just for that little shaking of the head. I'm telling you right now, I told my wife I'm selling every machine except the Jurassic Park to get that Foo Fighters. So I may only have 2 machines in my house, the Jurassic Park and the Foo Fighters, if it happens. I'm not saying it's happening because
I know a couple of cards
huge.
I know a couple of cards you could sell to get a quick $600-700 when he falls asleep.
Where'd your cards go? You should.
There it is. It's right here. Foo Fighters.
They're not worth that much, but
no.
So there's a story to go along with this, guys. This is the God's to honest truth. I didn't see this video till yesterday. Okay, I didn't see this video till yesterday. Foo Fighters is definitely one of the best concerts you will ever go to. Muse was one of the best. Foos, Tool. Those were some of the best. Foo Fighters, you jerk. Okay, so here's a story, guys. I went to the booth, and there's 2 employees there, and I said, guys, and I was going to ask Gary this if I interviewed him. I go, have you guys ever heard? I go, you got to tell Gary this. I'm like, you got to tell Gary this. This is a pinball I want. So you got to tell him. I said, I said this. I said, you ever hear of a band called the Foo Fighters, right? Because I didn't know these people, one was a little older. And they kind of looked at me like,
what are you doing?
Like they didn't even answer.
Yeah.
And then the lady after a while goes, yeah, I'm a 90s girl. I know the Foo Fighters. She's like, they had a year, big year, she said, or something like that. I go,
what?
Well, their drummer died. She used a bad, maybe not big year, but maybe she said an important year or something. But the way the guy didn't say a word to my right, and the way she looked at me, and I didn't know this because I didn't see this Foo Fighters thing like till yesterday, long after I had been there and asked them these questions.
Yeah.
And after I saw this video from Straight Down the Middle Pinball, I was like, oh my God, the way they reacted was really
sense now.
Odd. So to $2 from Stringer Films. Thank you. Elton's ecstatic. More people will play with his pinballs. Is Elton more popular than I would say than the Foo Fighters? In his day he was, but now I think a lot of people have gotten older, passed on for Elton fans.
I mean, Elton's retired now, basically. Yeah. Foo Fighters is, as far as pinball goes, Foo Fighters is slam dunk.
But people don't remember, and not a lot of people watch this video, Kev.
Yeah.
This is why, do you remember anything? I might have to show this and see if I can bring it up. But do you remember anything I did a while back?
As far as
Foo Fighters? Do you remember anything a while back? Let me bring it up if you guys don't remember.
Well, I
All
know
right.
I know you saw the movie, right? Didn't you talk about the movie? I'm trying to think from arcade related.
I'm gonna show you. I am gonna show you. I guess you're gonna have to.
3 6D is very mad. We answered it already, but
We answered it. Go back to the beginning. 360.
Yeah.
I addressed your super chat. We thanked you. And let me see if I can bring this video up because I'm working here hard, guys, to bring this video up. So give me a second. Those of you know, those who follow my channel closely know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well,
Exactly.
I should
Kev.
know exactly what you're talking
You
about.
may when
then.
when I share
yeah, when you
this.
show
Hold
it.
on. I got to share the audio too. This is my video. Nobody can copyright me.
Did you do a parody?
Just relax. Relax. Did it share audio? I think I shared audio. I think it's automatic. So let me go here, bring this up. This is a Rexer Show exclusive video that not many people watched, Kev. They didn't really watch, but that's okay. You don't have to watch all my videos. Let's see. The Rexer Show did this video a while back. Let me play this. Look out for, let me get this playing. Here we go. I don't even know what I did, no matter what. And that band is
Foo Fighters. You gotta get me a
Pinball.
Let's go somewhere we've never
Their
been.
popularity is as high as it ever has. Can you hear it, everyone? On
Yeah,
the heels of
we
their
can hear
10th album releasing, a new movie release, as well as their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And I mean, it's not just any Hall of Fame. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I said we need a Foo Fighters pinball gameplay.
There
Let
it
the
is.
experts handle that. But I do have some thoughts. You have to make sure there is something related to Dave's classic blue Gibson ES335 style guitar, and of course Pearl Jam drums. is great live. And although this is a Foos pin,
My
what
Hero
if they
Premium
added
Edition.
some other bands that Dave played with? Tom
Yeah.
Petty, Queens of the Stone Age, Them Crooked Vultures, and even Paul McCartney, to name a few. As for music, the sky is the limit. I'm gonna get.
I'd like to see.
Who cares? I don't care.
But let me
Lose
know
any
in the
revenue.
comments what songs
It's
of
worth
theirs
it
you'd
playing
like to
Foo
see.
Fighters music all my life.
There goes your 4
It's
cents.
worth it. There goes my $2. Breakout. These were just some of the songs I said I wanted to see. Whoops. You know you make me break out. Walk. I mean, how could you not like a Foo Fighters pinball? Yeah, I'll get claimed. I don't care, Paul. Learning to play. I mean, you're playing the pin, but then here. And of course, there's only one song for Wizard Mode. Oh, yeah. Oh, you couldn't beat it. You get the finals and guessed it. I like P-Dub's idea of My Hero
Hero
Limited.
Premium. Yep.
Oh, that would be awesome. There goes my copyright, but whatever. It's worth it, Foos. Take that extra $2. You guys don't need it, but hey. So that was crazy. Oops. Sorry, Kev. That was crazy. But there's another one. You guys want the Foos? Everybody wants the Foos. There's another one, Kev, that they announced.
Another bigger than the Foos?
Well, you guys can determine. Is
all right.
anything bigger than the Foos?
No.
All right. Let's see here.
And I shouldn't be this open. And then Venom is the rumor for Brian.
I hope that's true. I've been waiting for Venom, and I don't care
That's
for
his
this.
comic version.
Yes, like I actually, that's one pin that I actually kind of want. I love Tom Hardy as Venom. I
did
love
good,
those
yeah.
films,
Those are
but
cool.
I actually want the comic book version.
That makes sense, the Deadpool.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Venom could be real interesting.
All right, let's talk about Stringer film. Thank you
Stringer.
very much. If you've never seen Billy Idol live, that is true, guys. My brother is a huge Billy Idol fan. He's seen him, I believe. His son, who's only like 10, is a huge Billy Idol fan. But
Yeah.
Billy Idol's good live. You can't beat him. All right, Venom. I have no Venom. You know, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I saw the movie. I think I got to the end. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not
But
good.
yeah, see, even Pete Up says
They're
those
not.
films were not good.
They're just quick disposable, entertainment.
Yeah.
I watched them in 3D. It made them better, but they're not Marvel quality from back in the day.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
pinball could
people
be
love
better.
Venom, I guess. I don't
Yes.
know. You know, a dark pinball. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys tell me in the chat. You know,
I
you
mean-
want Venom? You guys huge Venom fans?
You would have to assume they'd have to go dark, all black with lights, and it would be like they could do some cool things with that. And Green Bay lost.
And Green Bay loses at home. Yeah. it's
Unbelievable.
hilarious.
Aaron Rodgers. You had to win and you were in, buddy.
Mike saw Billy Joe with the Who. Wow.
What?
I mean, how old are you, Mike?
What-
Come on.
what
is
year?
that, back in the 80s? I mean,
Was
come
it?
on. Holy smokes. We like giving Mike a hard time. We know who he is. Stern Maverick? I don't remember if they said that or anything like that. Perfect opportunity to shill my other channel, right? Concerts and vinyl. Oh, I like that. You know, we're musicians or we're fans of music here. I have a couple things, ideas about music on my
Actually, you want to see? I don't want to derail, but talk about classic rock and old school. Let me show you what I just got.
Okay. No,
You ready?
for sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
Roast me, don't roast me. This is Chicago live at Carnegie Hall, the 16-disc complete version they played all week. This just came out.
Oh my gosh.
It's got it's every one of their concerts from 1972 at Carnegie Hall. I'm a huge Chicago fan.
I
so
can't
you can
believe
roast
you're that
me.
big of a Chicago fan. I mean, I'm not going to say anything
can
bad about
roast me.
Chicago. They're good, but I don't know. I mean,
do you need 16 CDs of a week?
right. You need 16 CDs of.
No, you don't need the same
Holy
6
smokes.
songs, but I do.
Yeah.
I've seen the
Apparently you
band
do.
20, 30 times. In fact, if you look in the corner, see that over by the one up, there's a C poking out of my arcade one up. That's a signed Chicago painting right over.
Yeah.
It's a cover of their Chicago 14 album, and I got it.
Nobody
signed by
wants
the
to talk
band.
about
All right,
Chicago,
sorry.
Kev.
I
Nobody
don't know.
gives a crap.
I don't know. We got people.
Conti is a Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
Peter Cetera.
Somebody steal. Yeah, it's not popular to say you like Chicago. I get it.
No. All right, let's talk
All right,
about my arcade before we go.
Yes,
Now, if you
let's
guys
go.
didn't see my videos, I'm not going to show them. I'm not going to show the footage anymore. You saw it all. But I did want to say one thing.
Nooner.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to say one thing. I am now a shill of my arcade. No,
I can't believe I'm streaming with you after that embarrassment
after
you
that
pulled.
embarrassing
What a joke.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, guys, I'm going to make an example. Listen, don't worry that there's no paddle option. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, guys.
Not a
You
big
should just
deal.
pre-order.
Yeah.
Don't forget to pre-order. Pre-order's coming up in June. You got to pre-order. You're going to be asked out. If you don't pre-order the Game Station
asked
Plus,
out.
you're going to be asked out. I got
$99.
the owner coming on a stream. I'm going to fly to his place, and we're going to do videos, and we're going to fly. And am I going to do any of that crap, Kev?
Absolutely not.
If you watched my live interview, did you not see me bash the guys and ask them
Dude.
every hard question?
You had him sweating on stream, basically getting him pulled away from the interview.
The guy wanted to pull him away because I was asking questions they didn't want answered. They didn't want asked. That's how Kev, at the Marvel versus at the 1UP booth in CES, did anybody ask him about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 being online yet?
No. In fact, I believe there is a screenshot from our buddy Keo Daikin, and he asked it. He either super chatted it, and they didn't ask it, as far as I know. So yeah, no. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. We did not get an update. Let me take this $2 super chat from Stringer Films. He says,
God.
Kev Gret is the man.
Don't sing.
Who will fight for your honor? I'll be the... Okay, I'll stop.
Hero, and you'll be... I don't even know the
Dreaming of will live forever.
Oh, God.
All right, that's it.
We just lost 20 subscribers. I just lost 20
I didn't have any,
subs.
according to the shills, I have no manhood. I have a girly voice, but now I'm completely done. I'm completely done.
Did my
Let me go back. Oh, no.
Wait, go back. Zod,
back.
thank you very much. $2. Did my arcade showcase Super Retrocade? No, because I don't know what the Super Retrocade is even. What? Kev, you know anything about a Super Retrocade? Okay.
No, I know nothing. Is that their... I don't think it's their Is it their product?
I don't know. Zod kind of very vague about this $2, but thank you, Zod. What they did say, though, this is where I was getting with this. The Atari dudes were nervous, Michael. They were.
Yeah, if anybody watched that Rex, we said in the chat that dude was sweating. And it was, you got him to say no 4 times in a row. It was so bad.
Like, who's this? No SD card. That's not the greatest. No,
No SD card. It doesn't twist. Can't add games. No updates.
Right. Here's the one thing that bothered me. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind the product at all.
Yeah.
But you got to have some paddles options. You don't have to have the spinning top, but give us the option to buy paddles.
Well, they were showcasing on the marquee spinner games.
Yeah,
right.
Spinner
It's like,
game. They're like, no,
you
you
know?
can just use the joystick and the 8-way. I'm like, oh God, have you guys ever played Atari? I'm like, come on, you know. So, but here's what the guy said when they came out with the price. The price of the Game Station Plus is $99. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if you can really complain about that at that point, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's cheaper than some of the mini consoles now that were coming out, the new Sega Mini 2 and all that stuff. But here's what the owner said. He pulled me to the side. He's like, I didn't want to be on camera, you know, turn a cam. B can corroborate this because he was listening too. He's like, listen, guys, I understand you guys want an SD card. And he was very serious. He's like, I understand you want spinner joysticks.
Yeah.
He's like, I understand you want, you know, Wi-Fi. I understand you want all this.
You want to bring your own joysticks.
And that's what he was saying. He's like, if you want all that stuff, it can't be $99.99.
Yeah.
And that's basically what he was saying. He's like, we had a goal to keep it under $100. We had to. And he goes, I know these seems like minor things, but he's like, every time we add it, it would cost more. He's like, we'd have to mark up the price. So, yeah, the Atari 50 is great. It's, you know, I mean, I don't know how many, you know,
but
games,
you didn't. But after you got those answers, did you turn to the chat and say, pre-order now, go to bestbuy.com, let's go? Nobody.
I didn't say, oh, this thing is awesome. I didn't say it's amazing. It's amazing. You
Get
gotta
loud,
get your pre-orders in. I was like, can I come up to your room and see any special effects here? You know. Anywho, I can't blame him for that. I can't. It was a decent answer, and I can't blame him for saying that. You know? So you guys make up your mind on the product. I gave you the information. I gave you the stuff. The Miko was not at the CES. They were somehow, some way they were not there. I don't know how.
$2 super chat from Stringer Films. I needed some paddles after I heard the price.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it says 230 plus games. I don't know if the listings were there, but
nope, no list on the whole 230. But
for 230, that's a lot of games. They have to include games
of paddles. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah. So I mean, $99. Boy, people have spent a lot more money on less. I'll just say that, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, the Hammer, Hawaiian Hammer. Thank you for joining us. Love talking to you. To everyone in the chat, catch y'all later. Go Hawks.
Yeah, Seahawks are now partying. Hawks. They are officially in the playoffs.
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm betting against them first round. Sorry, Hammer. They're overrated. Shouldn't have got in.
Do you want to hear a stat that I heard today that is insane? The Geno Smith. You ready for this? Yeah. Geno Smith. This day on Sunday broke the single season passing record for the Seahawks, passing Russell Wilson.
Wow.
Isn't it? I mean, if I said that to you, would you say that's crazy that Geno Smith has a passing record for the Seahawks all-time franchise?
I would say if you would have said that 10 years ago, maybe I would have said, maybe one day.
Yeah, exactly.
10 years later, no, I would have said he's never.
After all
he's not
those
even going to see the field ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
We will talk about Crispy in a second. Crispy for our Kmart monitors, and we're gonna wrap this show up with a little Arcade 1-Up talk. And I like that. Go Bills. I'm rooting for the Bills too. I think they're gonna win it all. And don't forget, we will do our Super Bowl charity stream with my two friends. That's always fun, guys. Where we go over some prop bets and we pick one prop bet, and we hopefully win that prop and then donate all the money to charity. So
you won? Didn't you win last year?
We did one last year.
Yeah, you picked the kicker one, right?
The kicker prop over 1.5 field goals, and it was a winner. It was a winner. They did have Activision games. They did have some on the monitor. You saw the box art,
But
so I don't know. People kept asking, which I don't know how many, but there was some. I could have swore I saw on the box art. Okay, so we're getting the Arcade 1-Up now, guys. I want to show a video because obviously 1-Up kits and
Kong.
and Kongs went to the booth and they showed some footage, and I really don't care. I don't even think many people don't care anyway. But I'll make one point before I forget. A lot of people say, well, maybe they don't. Maybe I'm just the one saying it. But they're saying, why didn't you do this 3-4 years ago? No risers, bring out the shell. Maybe give the option of riser or this, And I cannot disagree with them more. They're so right. You had the ability to do this 3 years ago, but you tried to suck everybody in and you kept making these 1 or 2. I compare it to if somebody was say they were making 3/4 scale retro Corvettes, Kev.
Yeah.
And they said, we're going to make a 1969 Corvette retro 3/4 scale.
Yeah.
And they made it that it didn't even look like a retro Corvette. And they didn't give it any of the components, the same engine that the retro Corvette had, or whatever, the same parts, the same look, but they had the ability to do it. Wouldn't you be like, well, why am I buying this? Just make it the way it's supposed to be made.
Yeah.
You have the ability to do that. There's nothing stopping you from making it exactly the way 3/4 scales as it was. All the technology is here today. All the parts are here today. Everything is possible. Why didn't you do this 3 years ago? Why? Because they wanted to rip you off. They wanted to string you along. This was in their business plan the whole time. We're going to make things a little bit better, and then we're going to pray that you upgrade your...
Do you remember when we had this debate? We were told they had to do the riser because of some copyright.
Oh, it was all bullshit.
It was all bullshit, right?
It was 100%.
How can you get past the copyright or whatever it is if you can do a riserless cabinet now? When you told me 3 years ago, oh, there's this thing, we can't do it. There's a copyright. What are you talking about? If you're doing it today, so that means you could have done it 3 years ago, but you didn't want to do it 3 years ago. So that's what I don't understand. Yeah,
now,
you're right.
I think you're right here, Rich Odella. I mean, this would probably be the only reason why they got rid of it too. They kept trying to do the engineering to figure out, how do we save money? Does it save money with one? And you got to remember, they made so many without them and they weren't even going to offer risers in the beginning. They weren't even going to offer them until people were like, you kidding me? You want me to sit on the floor and play this?
Yeah.
So how stupid was that? But, anyhow.
Yeah. Well, we also have to talk about
changes, Bo.
We also have to talk about this. Apparently, the casino key went MIA. it got ushered out of the hotel room. Before
maybe somebody caught wind of it from a gaming law perspective, and they're like, "You have a gaming machine, even if it's not, a gambling machine, but they brought some gaming. Maybe somebody caught wind. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know. It was very, very weird though."
But CNET had a hands-on 5-minute video, but no one else could see it. So take it for what it is.
But if you're here's the thing, if I'm a gaming casino and you're going to bring a slot machine into my casino, even though it's no, you're not. Get this thing out of here.
Especially Wheel of Fortune that's in their casino.
Yeah. You're trying to take business away from my customers by showing them a thing that might give them some alleviation from coming here. No way. If they caught wind of that, they were probably mad. Maybe the Rexer show called them and said, "Hey, you got a casino, you got a casino machine in
Suite 420."
Yeah.
$2 super chat from Stringer Films.
Casino Cades. I would have done that. Go ahead.
Casino Cades are free all day on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah. I mean,
free all day on my iPad.
On iPad Marketplace.
Paul, thank you very much. Thank you, Stringer, too. Where did this Casino Cade even come from? I don't recall ever hearing anyone wanting this product. Great job on the CS coverage. CS coverage. Thanks, Paul. Thank you. Hopefully I'll do it again next year. I don't know where this I don't know who wants it. Grandma's, I guess.
I know where it's coming from. Just go back and look at all the failed products, the projector cade,
cade,
the couch cade, the Pac-Man cade. This is exactly where they're throwing shit. Is this one going to stick? Is this one going to stick? People are still waiting for the extra additional packs on the projector cade. They advertised a Street Fighter or Golden Tee. They're not coming out. The only product that kind of stuck were these party cades.
Oh, this one, the baby cade.
The baby cade. So I think it's the same person who's doing these that are doing all these off the wall bullshit, concepts that make no sense. They just want one to stick, sell 1 million, and then they're out. And not one has worked, And if These old,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
I
No, I
don't
was
wanna
gonna say,
cut you off. I just don't
I
want
was
to
gonna
forget to show this video. I know we've
if
been
it does
running
work,
a while here, but I
like
don't
these
care.
party cades, you know, these party cades, the Defender, that one kind of worked. Well, they stopped making it. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you finally got one. You know, you got one that worked.
Right. Made no
Make it.
sense.
And made no, and then they stopped. So
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the Deluxe case. But this, I got to show this because I keep forgetting. And
which one?
obviously, I'll take a lot of flack for my one-up kits, statements and how disappointed I am with his channel. I take a little bit of flack about that. But what I'm going to show you here, okay, I am not even going to say a word. I don't know if you've ever seen this, Kev.
No,
I don't know.
think so.
I'm not going to say a word. All I'm going to say is, what?
Uh-oh.
Okay, my kid's yelling. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go see
Okay.
what he's saying. And Kev, you can take it from here.
All right, let's go.
Okay?
Community. Like, they always want to say yes. And I talked to PK, and I'll tell you about this company. On my channel, I have not covered Legends Ultimate very much. And the reason why is because last year I was a contractor for At Games. I'm a software developer, and I worked with At Games for 3 months to help, mature some of their parts of their products. So I didn't want to cover them because I didn't want anyone to feel that I was, like as a conflict of interest, in the sense that I was promoting and telling people to buy a product, which in fact I would somehow benefit, I'd benefit financially from that. And so I just avoided that topic. I helped them out for about 3 months, and now a year later, I'm completely in the clear from any of that. So we'll talk a little bit about At Games a little bit more. I obviously won't go into specifics about my work with them because of NDA, but we can talk about them a little bit more freely now. So
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, is he getting paid from Arcade 1-Up right now, do you think? He said he has been, right? And he continues to talk about Arcade 1-Up on a weekly basis, right?
What?
Isn't that the opposite of what you just played?
What?
I'm confused. Wait, I'm confused. Are we in Bizarro World?
Let me play that again because I thought he was a consultant.
Yeah.
With 1-Up. This is so crazy. I have to play it again.
Community. Like, they always want to say yes. And I talked to PK, and I'll tell you about this company. On my channel, I have not covered
We have
Legends
to listen to
Ultimate
this
very
again.
much.
I'm sorry.
And the reason why is because last year I was a contractor for At Games. I'm a software developer, and I worked with At Games for 3 months to help, mature some of their parts of their products. So I didn't want to cover them because I didn't want anyone to feel that I was, like as a conflict of interest, in the sense that I was promoting and telling people to buy a product, which in fact I would somehow benefit, I'd benefit financially from that. And so I just avoided that topic. I helped them out for about 3 months, and now a year later, I'm completely in the clear from any of that. So we'll talk a little bit about At Games a little bit more. I obviously won't go into specifics about my work with them because of NDA, but we can talk about them a little bit more free.
Okay. Oh.
Huh.
I said I wouldn't say anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you in the chat think about all that. Okay. Kev, you got anything to say? And then we'll move on to the Deluxe.
It's just confusing because it's the opposite of what he's doing now, right? I mean, he's talking about 1-Up. He says he gets paid. And he talks about 1-Up, but he said he was getting paid from At Games, and he's not talking about At Games at that time. So what changed from when that conversation happened with At Games to Arcade 1-Up when he's getting paid, but he talks about it for 6 hours a week? What changed from that time frame, I guess, is my question. He's certainly a consultant for 1-Up. I mean, that it's all rhetorical. You don't have to say anything. Okay.
All right, moving on to the Deluxe tabs. Wonder why I say be careful who you listen to on these channels. All right. What is anybody buying these things? Do we care about these Deluxes? The screens look terrible. They're inverted. They're still the same size. There's no new news. I don't know. B said they're not bad when you look at them straight on, but they're pretty bad when you look at them at a different angle.
Well, they couldn't confirm what monitors are being used. They wouldn't let them look at them. They said it's a prototype. So are we getting BOEs? Are we getting these TNs? Do we know? I don't think anybody knows. So we just, again, you can't cover this till you have it in your hand. You know what I mean? Because it's going to change 8 different ways until it's in the store. But you're going to get 9 hours of streams of everybody saying they're BOEs, they're BOEs, and then they're not going to be BOEs. Are they going to give you your money back? Is Michael B going to give you $600 back if these aren't BOEs? No. So don't cover it until it's in the store.
So you know what you're talking about.
Oh
so
my
you get
God.
that. Why couldn't they just ask them? Are BOEs going to be in these or not? Did they not ask them that? Do you see how I asked?
I'm pretty sure
my
they
arcade
did.
all these questions. Teddy, to address your question with the tournament, he says it was okay. That was the one last night, which was the one that was okay. The other one was a disaster. Where's the NFL Blitz tournaments that they talked about? Where's the NBA Jam tournaments that they all promised you? Remember all these things they were going to do, all these tournaments and all these online things and they do them on Fightcade, and then they do one KI tournament, on and 2 of them, and they don't go very well. So. It's crispy, BA, though. It's a crispy monitor. It's not BOE, but it's crispy. Just ask them the God-blessed questions and be done with it. Ask them the questions, for Christ's sakes. Ask them.
The truth is, they don't know. And Arcade 1UP is going to hide it as long as they can and just let the community preach to everybody that FOMO this out. And then when it's in the stores, it's in the stores. Too bad. Next product, you guys got screwed. Here's your TN monitors. Bye-bye. And when you slant them like that, I think it has to be a BOE or it's going to be disgusting.
It's going to be bad from...
You can see if you go back to that stream, it's not BOE. It's washed out. It doesn't make any sense.
And obviously, we all know you're going to get a different angle from standing up versus sitting on a stool.
Yes, that's
and
the thing.
The person to your right is going to be at a horrible angle with things like this, and you're looking.
I do think they asked.
There's no way that they can be right on top of it.
No, and just that's why we say we wait. And I do hear they asked, and Cyrus wouldn't give them an answer because it's not finalized. It's just
they did ask if it was BOE, and they wouldn't give it.
I'm pretty sure Cyrus said, "I don't know."
How do you not know?
Because it's a prototype.
I asked those guys all the questions, and they knew. They said, they answered. Some of them were vague, but is the thing a spinner? No.
Yeah.
Is it going to be? Is it 1080p or is it 720p? What did the guy say? He didn't say we don't know yet. He said right now it's 720. We're hoping to make it 1080p. They could have said, right now, these are not BOEs. We're hoping to make them. But then you get,
Yeah.
Mike, thank you very much for the super chat. I hope you didn't have something that you wanted to say, but we would have announced it. But thank you very much for the $9.99. I appreciate it.
See, this is what I think. I mean, they know they just can't tell you because of the hate that's going to come their way.
Right.
They saw the bad press from this week. It wasn't universal praise for 1UP. I mean, even RGT, who doesn't like 1UP, came out and had to make a video.
RGT, man, there's so many videos out there going, man, is this stuff worth it?
Yeah.
What I'm going to pay another $600 for a couple minor improvements for screw hole covers and a slanted monitor and no riser?
Yeah,
but no, thanks.
But they're calling them a deluxe. What makes them a deluxe at this point?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, $2 from Stringer, 0 chance of BOE, 60% chance of dead on arrival. Oh, there's so many of these legacy cabs still out there and stuff like that. They're trying to get rid of them. Stuff.
But I'm telling you why so I think they call these deluxe, not because of it, anything's really changing. Because when they call them legacy, it almost cheapens it. Like legacy, you expect a cheaper price. But when you call something deluxe, slap 50 more bucks on it, and it's deluxe. That's all they're doing. It's just a name game. So I don't expect a BOE in these. I heard they're hard to get and they're expensive now. So they're sitting on a shit ton of golden TTN monitors right now.
I don't. I'm sure they could supple risk, but I don't think that they want to. I think they're going to go as cheap as they possibly can.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, people are still making these monitors. I'm sure I could go call some companies and be like, hey, can I have some 17-inch, IPS monitors or something? I don't know. I mean, I don't see why not. Somebody wanted to take the time, they could do it. Fake that you're some, I don't know, gaming company and say, I want to buy some gaming monitors. Who knows?
Yeah, but hold on. JT says the slanted monitor and no riser. Yeah, but that's cosmetic. That's not. Is the controls better? Is the monitor bigger? Like that's what we look for when you call it deluxe. Give me a bigger monitor. Is
the wood different? Is it any heavier? Is it going to be more sturdy?
Tilting
Is the riser, is the marquee any better? No, it might be worse. You don't even know.
Yeah, slanting a screen and taking the riser is nothing but cosmetic. That is not a deluxe. You know what I mean? Like, I want something for that.
Yeah, it's the same exact size as the one on the riser.
Yeah.
And somebody made an argument that I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't think of that." In one of my comments, they said, "I like the risers because when my kids want to play, I can take them off.
You can take them off,
and they can stand and play." And I was like,
"Well, that's why they got the baby cage."
You're right. You know,
your kids.
The baby cage is even too small though. For,
Yeah,
what did we say? We said no kids are going to play a baby cage because they don't want to. They don't know how, and they'll. They play more with it off than they would even with it on.
Can you get a baby to stand still for 2 seconds, let alone play Pac-Man? No. So yeah, Deluxe does not equal more wood, unfortunately.
No, exactly. All right, are we done, Kev? I think we're done.
Good. Oh
we're
wait,
good, guys. What?
One more arcade one-up F-up. So they did the community a solid. They took this infinity table. They made it an amputee. They cut its legs off, everybody, because we wanted it portable. We wanted to play this in bed. We wanted to play it on the couch. We wanted to play it anywhere but where an outlet was. So they cut the legs off, but they forgot to make it battery powered. So you have to have this plugged in. What world are we living in where they said, we're going to make it exactly what you want, portable, but you have to be near an outlet?
Yeah.
Why? This is exactly what we talk about. With screw-ups.
I have to give Jeff Rainwater Games. If you like infinity table type things, he did a video where he shows an alternative, and he makes such a great point that these alternatives are so much more better and better value. And his point one is, hey guys, don't buy the infinity table, buy this, because I think it's better. Here's some facts. If you don't, that's fine. But the second point he made was, why aren't all these other, gaming channels who are talking about board games and infinity tables and this type, why aren't they doing any type of research or stuff and comparing arcades one-ups to competitors? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you provide the data and you say you do some research, some legwork, and you do everything in the industry to compare it to? But when you're an arcade one-up channel, then I get it. You don't have to. It's just that product.
Yeah,
you're an arcade one-up channel.
No other product exists ever until the Infinity, tablet came out. That was it. The Infinity table was the first time anybody saw that product existing. Right. Yeah. That's what the one-up channels would lead you to believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. Now, Carl, the old Infinity table does have a battery pack, and you can charge it and take it with you. This one does not. That's the problem. So this new unit does not. Even though they made it portable, they're not using the battery.
What is this?
There you go.
$2 stringer film replacement monitors on eBay. Search for seller JD one-up.
Is that real?
Is this real, Stringer? Don't be giving me. Man, you're gonna Google search JD one-up, and you might not like what you see. You never know with Stringer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it though. Can you use it on the new one? The battery.
Wait, Carl's
pack?
saying you can. I read you can.
You can use. Okay, maybe. I said everybody's told me you had to keep it plugged in.
Everyone said you have to plug in. Yeah. So I don't know, Carl. I will do more research and I'll own this if I.
But if you have the first one with the battery pack,
you don't need a second.
You don't need a second one, and then if you buy the second one, then you're going to have to buy the charger separately. So
exactly, it's like $150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I'm done for today, guys. Got a lot off my chest. It was a long time.
So we found out you're ordering a Foo Fighters pinball, immediately selling everything in your house.
I told the wife, I'll
Donkey
sell the
Kong
bed if I have
Junior?
to. I'll sell Donkey Kong.
What? Chat, you heard it first. Donkey Kong gone.
I will.
Wow.
If it comes down to it, it's gone.
Wow.
It's gone. Yeah.
Man, you are a Foo Fighter #1 shill. That is
It's
crazy.
so bad that I would get a Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
That I would replace all my real arcades with one-ups just to have a Foo Fighter pinball.
Foo Fighters and one-ups or just arcades? Oh my
Taking
God.
Foo Fighters.
Crazy.
I would be able.
Good stuff.
It'll hurt me to walk past the one-ups as I go play my Foo Fighters pinball. But once I'm there, I'll be like, it was worth every penny.
Well, you know what that means? You can start streaming with 19K, P-Dubs, Michael B, and I can't stream with you
Right.
anymore. You'll be on their streams talking about
Like,
it.
Look at all
Hey,
these
guys.
one-ups behind me. All right, we'll take it easy. Thanks, everyone. Thanks,
Wait, hold
Paul.
on.
We'll
Jason
see
says
you
we're
guys.
missing his super chat. I didn't see a super chat.
Did we?
No, I didn't
I'm
see it.
sorry, Jason.
Oh wait, I do. Hold
You
on.
got it?
I got it.
Who's
Sorry, Jason. It came back to back.
Oh,
The Rivals
okay.
came out to get the deck up. Oh, so if you wanted to lift the deck up,
Well, the risers did that, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
And then the boosters did it even more to get the deck up. Don't forget how many of these had needed boosters for the risers.
I'm telling you,
which
there's going to
was-
be boosters for the Deluxe 6 months after
I
they
wish I
release.
was there to play on one. I would have been like, you need a booster for these. You
Yeah.
need a booster for your risers.
Ugh.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, we were talking about that earlier, Jason. That they weren't even going to have risers in the beginning.
No.
They came out without risers, and then people were like, "Are you nuts?" We see these pictures of
Yeah.
a guy kneeling down trying to play this. We've seen RGT trying to play these and how dumb he looked without
Hey,
the risers.
he's the only one that doesn't want the risers. I don't know. His knees are up to his head. He's
So dumb.
playing it.
You ever tried
So
playing
dumb.
one of these on like a small
Ugh.
kid's chair or something? It's
Ugh.
insane. All right, now we got to go. Thank
All
you,
right,
Jason,
everybody.
by the
Thanks,
way, for
Jason.
$2.
Sorry about
Everybody,
that.
thanks for watching. See you later, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.